Hello everyone, I'm Hui Guo from North Carolina State University. I will be presenting our paper Corba, Crowdsourcing to obtain requirements from regulations and breaches. Corba is a Turkish word for soup, which serves as an acronym for our framework. In a previous study of ours, we have found that not only regulatory documents, but certain types of breach reports also contain valuable information regarding requirements for software systems. These reports may include what went wrong during the breaches and what the responsible parties did after the breaches to recover and prevent future breaches. Such information suggests requirements for similar systems to maintain and comply better with the regulations. Our goal, therefore, is the extraction of legal, security, and privacy requirements from regulatory text and breach reports in a scalable way. We propose to use crowdsourcing to elicit norms from these documents. Therefore, we need to investigate how to design such a crowdsourcing project and what factors affect the performance of the extractions. Norms can serve as formal representations of requirements in socio-technical systems. Norms describe a normative relation between a subject and an object that certain consequence needs to be brought about when the antecedent holds. To use crowdsourcing to extract norms from text, we need to ask the crowd workers to extract these elements. Therefore, how to design the survey questions is very important to the performance of the workers. This is an overview of Corba. In this study, we target HIPAA as well as breach reports published by the HHS in the healthcare domain. Corba includes two phases. Phase 1, a pilot study, and Phase 2, a final study. The purpose of Phase 1 is to understand the relation between project setup and worker performance. For example, what types of workers provide the best performance? Which survey questions need refining? What is causing confusion for the workers? How long does it take for a worker to finish a whole survey? And so on. We need to learn these things so that we can obtain higher quality responses from the workers. In our surveys, we ask 4 basic questions for a regulation clause or a breach report, corresponding to the 4 elements of a norm. We also ask additional questions, such as which questions include the answers. To evaluate the worker performance, we manually check the responses. We score each answer based on whether or not it is excellent or bad, based on our own understanding of what the answer should be like. We convert these ratings to scores between 0 and 1 to represent the quality of the answers. Based on the results from Phase 1, we adjust questions and project setup and deploy the final project to gather worker responses. They will collect the worker responses and the extracted norms accordingly. We deployed multiple batches of hits on Amazon Mechanical Turk for Phase 1 and gathered worker responses. Workers were provided a tutorial to understand the basics of the survey first, and each worker analyzed 5 unique breach reports and HIPAA clauses. The median time for workers to finish a whole survey was 32 minutes. Each worker was paid $3 if their responses were accepted. We calculated the average scores of the quality of the responses and analyzed the factors that affected worker performances. The average performance is relatively low in Phase 1. Workers did not fully understand antecedent of a norm. For example, they would say that actions should be always taken without providing the conditions. We did not find significant differences between the performance of different types of workers, even though Amazon charges extra fees for using master workers. We adjusted the questions for Phase 2. For example, we changed the question for antecedent such that workers would provide more detailed answers. We deployed the final project on MTurk using only workers with qualifications. The response quality increased significantly. Here are some examples of worker responses. We then manually combined the responses into norms. 42 workers provided more than 6,000 answers, which resulted in 60 unique norms for 38 breach reports that we targeted. Currently, there are only about 2,000 breach reports published by the HHS, and lots of the breach reports were generated by templates. We think breach reports are a good way of sharing lessons and experiences, and therefore entitle more attention from both report writers and requirements analysts. We ask for feedback. Some workers think it was interesting, and others find it tedious, and text input from crowd workers may not be ideal. In an additional experiment, we have found that revisions and restructuring of some reports can improve worker performance. We have also experimented with some automated methods to help improve the breach reports. Future work includes additional methods to improve worker responses, automated extraction tools, and other breach reports repositories. Please refer to our paper to learn more. Thank you.